about how to go live on both TikTok and YouTube and how to do it with confidence and ease. So feel free to come in, ask questions. I appreciate you all joining. We're going to get started in just a few moments. So let's see if we see the stream pop up here. It is as we speak, and we'll get started as well. I want to always make sure I'm saying hello in the chat. So I appreciate you all coming through. Feel free to come in, say hello back. Thank you all for joining the live stream. Thank you so much for being here. So if you are new to my live, feel free to give it a thumbs up. Go ahead and like the live. If you haven't subscribed to the channel before, click subscribe, as well as click that bell to get notifications of when I go live and post content. So I appreciate everybody coming through. We're going to get started right now, and we're going to go over to TikTok and talk about how to go live with confidence and ease over there. I give beginner tips on how to live stream, specifically on TikTok because I'm a creator network agency. So I support you in your live journey as you are going live on TikTok. So let me know if you have questions. This becomes a playlist for folks, so you can go back and watch the conversation. So I give a lot of tips and advice, both platforms. So as you'll see here on YouTube, I am now part of the YouTube Partners Program, where I have the ability to give the shopping cart that's on, so you guys can, I'm an affiliate for different stores, so you can see products there. You also can do memberships with me, as well as super chat, super stickers, and other super thanks gifts. So feel free to connect with me, ask questions. I'm happy to answer questions as well. And in the meantime, make sure you like the live, make sure you subscribe to the channel, as well as click the bell to get notifications of when I go live and post content. So I appreciate you all being here. Thank you so much for joining. So we're going to get started in a second. I have a couple things I'm going to talk about when it comes to going live. I want to make sure I'm answering questions here first. So I usually let more people come in first, and then we'll get to talking, and we'll move over to TikTok. But I have a couple things I'm going to talk about. We've seen some new updates that have happened, so we'll talk about that a little bit. And we will also talk about one of the new features for Creator Search Insights in terms of the Ambassador Program. So we'll talk about that as well. So let me know if you guys have any questions. Appreciate you all supporting the live stream, and then we will get started in a second. Well, welcome to the live, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. Feel free to put a comment in the chat to let me know you're here. Say hello, good morning. And then also, if you have questions about the YouTube Partners Program, you'll see that I'm an affiliate, so you'll see products in here. If you're interested in any products that I have available, you're welcome to click those, as well as I have memberships and the super chats, super thanks, super gifts, all those things are in there too. So we're going to talk about all things live streaming, so I appreciate you all joining. Let me know if you guys have any questions. In the meantime, go ahead and give give a like to the live, as well as click subscribe if you are not a subscriber as of yet, as well as the bell to get notifications of when I go live and post content. So I am about to move over to TikTok. So unless you guys have questions, I usually start here first, and this will become a playlist that you can go back and watch. So we'll talk about all things going live, specifically from TikTok, since there's a lot more engagement and interaction that happens on that platform. And I am an agency, a creator network agency. It's a free program, but I teach people how to go live. So thank you all for being here. If you haven't liked the live already, go ahead and click a like button, and I appreciate you all joining. So thank you so much. So we are going to go live on TikTok. You guys are going to see me in real time talk through the go live process. A lot of it is based on you saying the words that matter to your live stream. So you're going to hear me say things to help the algorithm know that I am going live and that I'm talking to my community about the live stream process. So that's what you'll see in real time. So thank you all for coming through. We're going to get started. TikTok Live, we are live streaming. Welcome to my live. We're talking all things going live. Welcome as you guys come in. Feel free to like the live. We're talking how to go live with confidence and ease. Come on in and ask questions. Thank you so much for being here. We are talking how to go live. So feel free to come in, ask questions about the live stream process. We're talking about live streaming tips. We're talking how to support beginners as you go live. So all of this is to support you in your live stream journey. So if you are interested in going live, come in, ask questions about how to go live. So we are talking how to go live for beginners, and I'm giving beginner tips on live streaming. So feel free to come in, ask questions. I'm going to share out my live by adding it to my story. Feel free to come in. We are talking how to go live, friends. Thank you so much for being here. If you're new, obviously put new in the chat. Say hello so we know you're here. Thank you so much for joining the live. We're talking all things going live, friends. Feel free to come in, ask questions, and we are going to get to liking the live, tapping the screen so that people know we are here going live. Thank you so much for joining. We are doing 10K taps in 10 minutes. Um, Thank you so much for coming into the live. We are talking all things going live. So teaching you how to go live on TikTok. So feel free to come in and ask questions. Thank you for that daily heart me. I am sharing out my live, so I can't see the screen quite yet. But thank you so much for joining. Uh, so I appreciate you all being here. I am sending out my live. So thank you so much, friend. How you doing? Hey, Dr. J. Thank you so much for that daily art me. Appreciate you being here, friend. Let me know if you have any questions. Hey, Mrs. Treetop, how are you, friend? Good morning. Good morning. Thank you all for being here. Mello, thank you so much for joining as well. So we are liking the live. If you guys don't mind liking the live as we prepare to go live. Have not been in a while. Some people have to work. Okay, got you, friend. I hear you. Yes. Hey, this is what this is all about. Trying to transition from that 9 to 5, friend. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate you all joining. So let me know if you guys have questions. Appreciate the support. Greetings. How you doing, Timo? Thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here on the YT as well. Appreciate everyone joining. So we are liking a lot. We are 2K likes in the last 2 minutes, so we're trending nicely. So thank you all for supporting the live. We're going to get those likes to flowing on the side here. So if you don't mind liking the live as we do our warm up. So that is part of your warm up. You guys heard me in the beginning. Thank you so much. Is a Yan. That's it. Thank you so much for being here. Um, Thank you. So in the beginning, we do the warm up. We try to activate the live. So you guys hear me repeating my words. I'm letting the algorithm know what I'm talking about. So the AI is listening. So we want to make sure it understands what our topic is picking up what we're saying, and then ultimately is going to share it out to people who are interested in our topic. Um, you said trying to be like you. I hear you, friend. Mello. Oh my gosh, you're in the doctoral program. Yes, Fred, I feel you. I feel you. I've been there, done that. And yeah, and it is a relief once you're done because your mind says, okay, I'm so used to doing this one thing over and over and preparing for this with a goal in mind. And once you get it, then you're like, well, wait a minute, what should I do with my time? So I did a lot of random stuff in those months after my PhD. Hello, Coach Rhonda. How are you, friend? Good morning. Good morning. You had a great live yesterday. I really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed it. So yeah, we need to meet. You didn't schedule a 101. So if you don't mind scheduling something so we can connect, I would love to catch up with you. Hopefully all is well. Thank you all who are coming in. How you doing, Jess? Is it Jesse? Jesu? Thank you so much for being here. So you just stay the course, friend. Thank you, Doc. I'm going to schedule. Okay, perfect, perfect. So thank you all for coming in early. I appreciate the support. Thank you very much, Coach Rhonda. Appreciate you. We are doing our 10K taps, and the first 10 minutes of this live, we're at 4.2K, and it's 4 minutes, so we're right on task. So I appreciate you all. Timu, thank you for that daily heart me. Appreciate the support. So the warm up is part of something you want to do to activate your live. People do it in different ways. People play music. People say come in. They're welcoming folks. They're creating this energy. I don't play music because I'm also co-streaming on my YouTube channel. So YouTube is a little funny about the music, so I got to figure that out. But right now we are here, we're going live, and the AI just put in its first message. Let's see what it says. Getting started on TikTok Live with beginner tips. Ask your questions. So it has me right. Well, good morning from Florida. How you doing, friend? I'm in Florida as well. So yes, so it has me right so far. So that's the whole thing in the beginning too. You want to say the words so the AI picks up what you're talking about. And hopefully people who are looking for it, my board has it very clearly. And then the AI TikTok when it comes to pushing your live out to people who are interested in your topic, who are searching for your topic, they will come across your page. So you're actually helping the algorithm learn you so that people can know also what you're talking about. Thank you so much, friend. Thank you so much for the March. Appreciate the support. I appreciate all the support. So we're doing this warm up. So we're at 6K and it is 6 minutes. So we are trending right on par. Let's see if we can get a little ahead though, y'all. Let's see if we can push the needle a little bit. So we can be at least a minute or so under. But that's all good. So what happens after this, after the warm up, we see where TikTok will send out the flash code. So we typically do see the flash code come in my experience. Now this has not been totally 100%, but usually within the first couple minutes after we hit that first 10-minute goal and we kind of get through that, we'll see that flash code come through. Thank you so much. How you doing, Mama Karen? Thank you so much for being here. I'm going to say, I'm not going to put that, TikTok is always TikToking me, but we might get the heart me today, y'all. We might get the heart me. We might see the heart me because I'm just thinking TikTok is like, we're going to send you that heart me, girl. So we'll see what happens. Good morning. Good morning. So we'll see. We're 7 minutes in, 8.2K. I love it. I love it. We are trending above. We're going to hit that 10K likes in just a few more moments. So I appreciate you all supporting the live stream. And we're going to get started in just a minute. I have a couple things I was going to talk about. So if you guys have questions, let me know. I am going to talk about my video I posted yesterday. And so I'm going to talk about just the whole concept behind that. Thank you for this. You are so welcome, Lisa. Hello, fellow Lisa. How are you? Lisa in motion on purpose. I love that. I love that. Black women 60 plus, pivoting on purpose, healing in public. Ooh, nice. Look at you. I love that. That's a nice bio. Do you go live yet, friend? Are you on your live journey yet? What's happening there? And if you are going live, I'm gonna suggest putting your live time and schedule in your bio as well. Good morning, Mama Karen. How's everything going for you as well? Appreciate you being here. Thank you so much for joining us. So we hit our 10K. Look at that. We hit the 10K in 8 minutes. Look at us. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys supporting that 10K in less than 10 minutes. I love it. Not yet, but getting ready, and this is perfect time. And I heard that, friend. So come on in. Let me know if you have questions. I give beginner tips. Let me know how much to the beginning I need to go. So let me know if that's something on your mind. I'll talk about that as well. Hello, Miss Darlene. I'm Written Unstoppable. Welcome to the room. Good morning. Good morning. I love it. Good morning. How are you, friend? So we're going to get started. So I appreciate you all supporting. So the next task, we got to share out that live. I saw the share happen. So if you guys don't mind sharing out the live, the arrow in the corner is where you share the live out. You can repost it. So there's a repost option. You can add it to your story. You can send it to individuals or groups, or you can do what's called a power share. A power share allows it to go, I think it's mainly the people in your inbox or people you connect with, your friends. But if you hold down the center of the screen, my glasses and nose, you hold it down, you get a listing of people you can share it with, send the live to. And at the very bottom is a search feature as well. So if you need to search someone to send it to, you can search that way as well. So, and I tell you guys all the time, when you come into someone's live, and so this is the big tip for all of us to know and pay attention to. When you come to someone's live, you're not just sharing your information, you are actively engaging, okay? So you as a live host, you're actively engaging, and you as viewers are actively engaging. Kay, how are you, friend? I saw you come in. I saw Shane. Is that it, Shane? Thank you so much for being here. Good morning as well. Thank you so much for joining us. and reaching level 3 in the room as well. So I appreciate your support, friends. So sharing out the live is really important, and actively participating. We talk about the free support. That's the comments, that's the shares, that's the likes, the hearts. That's free. That's engagement. You as a viewer, you're going to be asked to do that. As a live host, you share out your own live. You comment back to your viewers. You engage. You can have another device, another account, and tap your live, like your live as well. So all those things you should be doing. So let me check. The AI gave us another comment. Coaching beginners on live streaming tips. Ask your questions. So it still has me right. So I love it. Thank you so much. You've been so consistent. I have. I have. Look at you, Fred. How long you been hanging out with me? You said you're a live host, a classy lady living her limitless life. ATL. I love that. And you said learn biz in time freedom. I love that. So come on in, friend. And then get cut off. It got cut off for me. But I didn't see your live schedule. So is your live schedule all in your bio too? Just wanted to let you know my live was phenomenal yesterday. What made it phenomenal? Wait a minute. Let me tell me more, Kay. I love that. I love that type of feedback. You said it was phenomenal. How you doing, Tanya? Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to the room, everybody. Thank you all for coming in. I appreciate you guys chiming in and saying something. That's what I love. I've been consistent in following your tips, just waiting on the algorithm to adjust me. There we go. There you go. And so you must be for you to say it's phenomenal, so you must be seeing some improvement in terms of maybe the flow of people coming in, maybe a little bit more engagement from your viewers. So those are the things you want to pay attention to. You guys, it's not about having huge numbers in your room, but it is about paying attention to the small wins as you're going through this process. And if you see yourself growing and being consistent, then that's where you're going to see that change. Thank you all who are coming in. Let me say, my newbies, how you doing, Miles? Appreciate you being here. Yeah, it's been about a year. I'm not consistent. Okay, we're gonna change that. Hey, this is a new year. We in March, almost April, but we still can start. Okay, it's not too late. It is not too late, friend. So you can get started. And so never give up, y'all. Take it one step at a time. That's the main thing. Amethyst, thank you so much for being here. How are you, friend? I wasn't rambling. The live flowed and the engagement was great. I love that. I love that. So now you're getting used to it. I love it. I love hearing that. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate the follow, Miles. Let me know if you have any questions. Let's see. Let me catch up on a couple comments. You said, I'm new here. Well, welcome to the room. You said, I wasn't nervous at all and I had fun with it. That's beautiful. That's a great testimony. That is great. No, seriously, that's phenomenal. Seriously, because if you see yourself changing, you see the ease of it, you see the flow. Like I said in the beginning, you're nervous, and I tell people all the time, your day 1 is not like your day 30. Your day 30 is not like your day 90. You get better at it. You become more comfortable, confident, and at ease with it. So in the beginning, it's nerve wracking. Don't get me wrong. I mean, yeah, I don't say it's not, but you'll see that transformation happens with you showing up and being consistent. Can you explain what these items are at the top of the live? It's the running icon I'm not familiar with. The running icon, the one, is it red? The one there that comes by? It's not there right now, obviously. But are you just talking about the different boxes? Oh, TikTok gave me the flash goal. I missed that. Oh, it's the Radiant launch. Let me pin that. So it's the Radiant launch. And that's our community gift. If you guys don't mind sharing one per person, it's TikTok's goal. It's not mine. It's TikTok's goal. TikTok makes these random flash goals that pop up. And like I said earlier, you typically get it earlier in the live, especially if we hit that 10K like goal early. That's been the pattern where the flash goal will come a few minutes after that. And that's essentially what just happened. We've only been live for a total of 14 minutes. And so the flash goal came in as well. So just know that that's a big piece of it, and you're kind of paying attention to that as well. I tell you guys not to ignore the flash goal. I know we're inclined to do it, but if you can keep from ignoring it and just get it done and help to move the conversation forward, get the flash goal done, and then you can kind of move on with your live stream. It does give your live stream a boost. That's what I've noticed too. You see your live may be stalled at a certain spot and it really won't kind of go too much higher than that when you don't get it. When you do get it, you start seeing a slight increase. It's not major, but you do see where now the live is able to kind of flow. So it's a one coin gift that you could share. I think we're almost halfway there. We're close to half. So if you guys don't mind sharing, let me do it for myself as well. And so it's a way to support the live stream. So if you don't mind sharing out the live, now we're at the halfway mark, and so we need 6 more to get it done. If you sent it already, you only can do one per person. So if you sent it already, you can't do it again. I'm gonna catch up on a few more comments if you guys don't mind sharing out the live, and maybe a few more people will come in and support it in that way. Can you explain what these? Okay, I'm gonna explain what the items are, Mello. So I think if you're talking about the one is a red one that flies across. That one, thank you guys. I think we only need 4 more, so I appreciate the support. Um, the one that flies across that's red is TikTok's message stating that someone had something special happen. Maybe they got the biggest gift, the TikTok universe, or maybe their whole gallery got lit up or something like that. It just depends. I've seen different messages, but TikTok will have that scrolling message that says, here's what's happening in these TikTok streets at this time on the live stream. And then all these other features, I'll walk through them really quickly. There are other things that are happening in your live stream. And let me say this, everything here is touchable for you all. You guys can touch, click, swipe, all the things. Only thing that's not touchable is my board. Okay, you can't do anything with that, but everything else you can click. And so I tell you guys all the time to click around as a live host and as a viewer. There's a question mark. It explains what things are. So really, a lot of this is just learning as you do it. As you click around, you learn a little bit more. You kind of get the hang of it. You said it right. I want to talk at a crickets. I feel you, friend. Keep going. You said iHeart Music. You saw something that said iHeart Music. Let me know what you see, Mello. That may be, is it something in here, in this section over here? That's TikTok's ads. It's different ads and stuff that's going on. So that may be something associated with a campaign or some other thing that they're doing on TikTok. So just know this is where I say TikTok's commercials. Usually it's the campaigns though, so the campaigns typically sit up there. So maybe if you're seeing iHeart Music, then that may be something to do with a campaign. So yeah, let me know if that's what you were talking about. How many coins is the flash goal? The flash goal is typically a 1 coin gift, typically. Let me say typically, because I've seen it higher. I've seen it higher. If I was to be a guessing person, I don't have this as a definitive answer, but I will say it probably correlates to how your room is actively engaging in your live. So you might get a flash goal that has a higher price point to it because your room needs to engage more. So TikTok, this is TikTok's economy, y'all. I'm just saying. So TikTok sees this as an interactive experience. You're coming to someone's live, you're learning, you're entertained, you're supporting all the things. And so those flash goals is a way for TikTok to challenge the room to be a little bit more engaging. That's what they do. And so it's a randomness that happens. So it's not necessarily it's not something that the live host has any control over. It's something they started. Hey, how you doing, Naya? It's something they started maybe about, oh gosh, I want to say like this time last year. It was like April, May, I started seeing the flash go. So it's not super new, but it's not super old either. So just know it is part of how lives go. And I know some of the big live rooms, they don't typically see a flash go because their room is actively moving and things are happening in those rooms. When you see the smaller rooms, I think we see it more often, the flash go. So just keep that in mind as you start. You may see that flash go. You can dismiss it, you can ignore it. I would encourage you not to, because if you got in the habit of ignoring it, as you guys can tell, I don't ignore mine. So if you got in the habit of ignoring it, I think it does correlate to how TikTok views your room as maybe not as engaging and interactive. And so that's a little bit of a hurdle I think you're going to have to climb to make sure that you start getting more interaction from your viewers. All right. Houston, how you doing? Good morning. Thank you so much for being here. Hey, Rachel Sunflower, how are you, friend? Welcome to the room. Thank you so much. We are doing our flash goal. It is the radiant launch. We need 2 more to make sure we achieve that flash goal. Thank you all for giving your daily heart means as well. I pinned the flash goal. We have 2 more to get. If you don't mind supporting the flash goal, we will be all done. So let me know if you can support that flash goal. So yeah, now the AI just said breaking down TikTok live features like the flash goal. Ask your questions. Well, we are. That's what we're doing. So thank you so much for achieving that flash goal. Appreciate it. That's exactly what we were just doing. So I tell you, the AI is picking up on what we're putting down. All right. Thank you so much, Regina. I appreciate you, friend. So yes. So as you're talking, thank you. Said I got you. Thank you, friends. I appreciate all the support with that too. As we're talking, like I said in the beginning, you want to let the algorithm know what your topic is about, what's going on, because that AI is picking it up. And so if it's off base, then just know something you said informed it. And so maybe your conversation is not in a direction, is going in a direction that you don't need it to go into. Maybe you need to bring it back to what your topic's about. So keep that in mind, because that's how the algorithm is learning you, and ultimately how your viewers are understanding what your live is about. Hey, Q, how you doing, friend? Welcome to the room. Mello, you said, how do you set up one-on-one with you to learn more? Do I enter as a member? I think I was before. Well, I do one-on-one consultations. Thank you very much, Q. I can do it. Thank you very much. I do consultations. Let me pin my Service Plus. So message me here, send me a message, and I'll send you my stand where you can schedule a one-on-one. And so that's how people can get a hold of me. I do one-on-ones. I do coaching as well. So feel free to connect with me if you're interested in getting more services and support. And also, as an agency, a part of my agency, the Creative Network Agency, that is a free program. However, you have to be a live host. So you have to be going live and going live consistently. So just kind of keep that in mind. So if you're already at that point where you've been going live and you're going to continue to go live, then join the agency. I do one-on-ones with my creators in that too. Hello, Beatable. How are you, friend? Thank you so much for being here. Others coming in the room. Renee, you said that new AI thing is really weird. It is different. It is different. It just started up for me again last week. And so I don't know if y'all have seen it before that, but it started up and it seems like it's persistent. It keeps going with stuff. Thank you so much, Unwritten Unstoppable. I appreciate the support. I see you, friend. Thank you all who are coming into the room. Thank you so much for supporting the live stream. And so let me just point out, did y'all notice? We had shared the live out. We had done this interaction. We did the flash goal. We achieved the flash goal, and we got a little boost in the room. All right. So that's what I'm saying. You want to train this so that it understands what you're trying to do. Now the room's going to go up and down, up and down. So that's how this works. But you want to continue to kind of let the AI know what you're talking about. Continue to go with your topic. And then obviously make sure you're hitting some of those milestones, the taps in the early part, the 10K taps, getting that flash goal, and then obviously engaging your audience. The AI is weird, but you can pay attention to it. But we should pay attention to it. That's a question. I think you should. Not that the AI in the chat, I think that's a summary one. That's one I've been looking at. Now the other ones where it's like, oh, your friends are here, they're great, they're supportive. I think those are cute, and I think those are helpful for new people who are starting this live journey. Because I tell you guys all the time, you got to pay attention to your chat. Your chat is your community. Your people in the room, that's the community. So you want to not ignore them, and so the AI kind of makes you kind of pay attention to it a little bit more intentionally. But the new one, where it's giving you a summary of your topic, I think that feels new. I think they did it once before, but this one really feels newer in terms of how they're getting it right and they're explaining what my topic is. And I personally think you should pause and read it just to make sure it doesn't have you all messed up. Okay? So that's possible. Because it will have you messed up in terms of what it's saying about what your topic is about. So yeah, pay attention to that and just see if it's calling it out correctly. I call my chat the committee, the moderators is super fans of the executive committee. I love that. I love that. I love that. You said the committee, huh? I love it. I love it. Okay, committee, let's get going. I love that. I think the ASMR should be shown to the audience. It tells what we are talking about. Um, you guys don't see a summary for the audience. I thought they did that before. Wasn't the chat seeing something at one point? You guys, am I off on that one? This one is forward facing for the live host. And to your point, the summary should be for you guys to see as well. So you guys are not seeing my summary. That's interesting. You guys should see that summary so you can say, okay, here's what she's talking about, and ask questions. So I don't know why I love the flash goal. Do you love the flash goal now? I thought you were anti flash goal at one point. So now we you guys got to embrace it. So I'm happy you embraced it, friend, because it is a little nerve wracking. You said I'm getting into it. I think it does when you haven't clicked into the room yet. Oh, you're seeing the summary? There is a summary outside the room. You're correct about that. You're right. There is a summary out there as well that kind of summarizes what this room is about. You're right. Yeah, I've seen that too. I don't know if it changes though, because this AI summary has sent, what, 3 messages now? So I don't know if it changes when you're outside the room. Like if a person came, and is it a different summary based on what time you tap to come in? I don't know. That's a good point. It could be the same summary we're seeing inside here. Um, yeah, so you said, but my peeps didn't see it. Not seeing yours. You're not seeing mine either. Interesting. TikTok, do better. The flash goal feels like some kind of challenge. I like a challenge. Okay. All right. It does. It does. And you know, the other thing we started doing was doing that 10K likes in 10 minutes. And you know, obviously that's a challenge. And like I said, people do it in different ways. They'll have music playing. They'll call it, you know, hey y'all, this is our engagement time. They'll give a nice cute name for the room for so people know that that's what they're supposed to be doing at that time. Um, and so it is, and you know, it is kind of a challenge to make sure you get in those first 10 minutes or under. And if you can do that, that would be great. But you know, you want to create that energy in your room, especially in the beginning, so that people are coming in, they're feeling welcome, they're feeling seen, they want to engage back, and they want to connect. So, good morning, everyone. Thank you so much, Regina. Appreciate you, friend. So, my new friends, if there's anybody new in a room, I always say, come into a room, say hello. It's like coming to someone's home. You would always say your greeting when you come into someone's home, when you walk into their home. So you always want to make sure you're doing that. If you're new, put new in the chat. If you are, if you haven't gone live before, let me know if you haven't gone live, because I want to make sure we're talking to you. And so what's holding you back? What's something that you have as a question or concern? Hi, hey, from Orlando. Hey, neighbor. How are you? Welcome to the room, Julie. Orlando as well. Gracie 123. How you doing, friend? Are you about to say vote, or is the voting season over? Is it over? Let me know, friend. Well, welcome to the room. Let's see. Bishop's Flowers, how are you as well? Hello, hello. How's everything going? I haven't gone live yet. Miles, what's the hold up? What is the hold up, friend? You said internal optimist. I love that. Sappy romantic, aspiring novelist. Okay, good. New here, having fun meeting new friends. I love it. Rhonda, how are you? Thank you so much for being here. Oh, Gracie, you put vote in the chat. Hey, friend, what election's happening right now? Are there primaries? I don't know. I think they just ended. In Florida, I think we're done. But with that, Miles, let's go back. So you seem like you're part of maybe the aspiring author makes me think of the book talk, you know, so you said niche. So it seems like you might be in the book talk community where people who love to be, you know, the authors, the publishers, you know, people who love to read, avid readers. Um, that would be probably the community that you would situate yourself in. And so how do you, you know, pull out that as your niche and make that your focus? So yeah, definitely go to some of those rooms and kind of get a sense of what they're saying, what they're doing, and that can help you a little bit with deciding if you want to go in that direction. I tell people all the time, do your research. Do your research. That's going to help you improve your live stream as you start going live and after you've been live for a little bit. I sometimes go, and I'm seeing you guys' lives. Obviously, I spend a lot of time with people in the agency, but I'll sometimes see somebody in my feed, and I'm like, oh, I like their style. Oh, that's pretty cool. let me figure this out. Hella cute. She's my inspiration for the lights. That was my inspiration. I went to her light. I was like, I like her lights. And all of a sudden, she talked about her light reflection, because I was thinking about buying something that was really dramatic for the wall and it was going to be lit up. And she had just this small little light sunset lamp that she was using. Here, I'm just going to show it real quick. She was using that, and I was like, oh, well, let me look and get that. Let me start there. And that's what happened with the lights. So you said, Doc, you said same. Doc is my inspiration for the lipstick. Thank you, friend. Oh, I appreciate that, friend. You said, so AI summary, new one. Coaching on AI and community tips for new creators. Okay, okay. Ask your questions. It should be facing you guys, facing the audience, the viewers, so you guys can see the messages too. So it's interesting that they just make it for the live host. I think you guys should be able to see those messages. They said, now we're selling the lights. I sold last 2 weeks. I think I've sold quite a few as well. I've sold quite a few, but I turn the card on. I usually get a couple sales from it. So yeah, people are like, well, yeah, let me just get the light. So, but yeah, but things like that, as you guys start going live, you're gonna come across people who inspire you. You're gonna see what they're saying and doing, and I don't want you to have the mindset that you can't do it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have the mindset like, if they can do it, I can do it too. You know, that's how this should be. It shouldn't be a thing like, oh, they're special. They've been doing this for so long. They're a pro. They're an expert. I could never do what they do. Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can. It's easy. It's easy as you continue to do it. Okay, it gets easier. I don't want you guys to think that it's easy from out the gate, but at the end of the day, you can do it. You're gonna do it your own way. All right. You said I want the light. Well, okay, let me do this. I will stay with me for a little bit, Julie. I'm gonna put the light, I'm gonna turn on the shopping cart a little later. So I usually do turn on the shopping cart. I'll add some products to it. I don't do it too early in the live because I like to give the live a little bit more of a warm up on its own before you turn on the shopping cart. Because the shopping cart, when you turn it on and start pinning products, it's typically people who are just looking to shop, maybe not necessarily there for your message. So I kind of want to make sure people who are here, they want to learn, they want to ask questions, that they're here for the message. So I pause sometimes with turning it on too early in the live stream. It does give you a little bit more traffic, so keep that in mind. So people do turn on the shopping cart and put products in it as a strategy just to get more visibility and more views to their live stream. But again, you'll see it go up and then it'll come back down, and people won't necessarily stay in the live if they're not interested in your message. They're interested in their products only. Um, you said stick with a doc in this community. I'm proud of what we're each building. I love that. Yeah, we got to stick with it, y'all. That's the thing about it. I don't want you guys to think about this as a one and done, or you did a live a few times, nobody showed up, because in the beginning they don't show up. TikTok don't even recommend you to be pushed out. Okay, so let me just be clear about that. It takes you showing up and being consistent, and you proving to the algorithm that you are worthy of being pushed out. All right. So you want to pay attention to your live stream, how you have things set up, and it takes time to do that. So if you're thinking like, oh, well, my room should have at least 17 people in the room, or my room should have at least, 5 people. Not necessarily. Not in the beginning. So just kind of keep that in mind. It does take a little time. I think we often want this instant gratification, this instant success, and that is not the case here. Oh, look at you, Moonflower. How you doing? Level 20. Appreciate you, friend. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate it. Like I always say, if I can go live, anyone can and we'll do it. Miss Darlene, you are exceptional. I love that. I love that you just did it and you keep doing it and you're helping people. If you go to Miss Darlene's room, she's one of those people that will walk you through the basics. She has a few people that are trying to figure it out, and they'll come and she'll do um, group lives. So she's co-hosting with other live hosts, and they're talking through the process. So that's awesome. Yes, it's a cumulative. It is. Finally caught you again. How you doing, Marcy? Thank you so much. Thank you for the corgi. Appreciate you. I caught you again. Good morning, Marcy. How are you, friend? I've been doing it for a month every day and still no one. Okay. So now I'm going to say, well, what's your topic about? How are you engaging people? So now you got to go back and look at your recordings and just see a little bit about what you're doing. Because with the live stream, people are visual. People are coming in, they're evaluating, they're trying to figure out what's going on with this live. You got your board, I got my board here so people kind of know what I'm talking about. But then also just making sure that I'm engaging with people. So you hear me in the chat, I'm catching up on comments, I'm reading comments. So just know that a lot of it requires you to do that extra engagement as a live host so that people feel seen and heard and that they want to continue to stay and listen. Hey, how you doing, Lay Fashion Finds? You're new here. Welcome to the room. Haven't tried live yet, Marcy. What's up? What's the hold up, Marcy? What is the hold up, friend? You said you get like 3 people. Well, that's good. And those are 3 loyal people. Are they coming back constantly? Thank you so much, Micah, for the daily heart me. I appreciate you all. Thank you all. If you're new to the room and if you haven't shared out the live, feel free to share the live. You can repost it. You can add it to stories. You can share it to groups. You can press my nose or my glasses down and send it as a power share to other individuals. I always remember you because of your change in light. Oh, you like the change in lights? Okay. I appreciate your praying. I've heard feedback live is better right now. Oh, I heard Facebook. I'm sorry. Facebook Live is better right now. Is it? I haven't heard. I'm not on the book, the FB like that. Um, so no, I don't know what their live stream is like. I do co-stream on YouTube, so I'm on the YT right now. So I do that, and out of these 2 platforms, I do like TikTok's format better. You can see your viewers, you can engage with them. It's more transparent, and then as you guys will see as you go live, the live stream itself is based on both your viewer engagement and your live host engagement. On YouTube, it's strictly about the live host. It's like you doing kind of this virtual conversation to yourself because you're talking. Somebody might chime in, someone may engage, but for the most part, you are riding solo. All right, so it's a different experience on the YT, and you have to kind of, there's days when I have a lot of people chatting and commenting and stuff, which is great, but people kind of come and go out of there really, really frequently. Unlike TikTok, people tend to stay a little longer, they seem to engage a little bit more, so it's a different experience overall. Thank you for the populars. I see your friend. Thank you for the follow, Jennifer. Appreciate everybody coming in. Let me know if there's questions. I was going to share some information. So we'll slightly pivot, not totally pivot, but we're going to do a slight pivot from live streaming. I guess I was going to talk about a program. So if you guys are not familiar with it, I'm going to share some information about it. And in the agency, I shared it before, but now I'm a part of it. So I'm going to talk about it. So let me know if there's questions, friends. Let me know if there's any questions. Any new friends coming in the room, feel free to say I'm new, so we can welcome you and so that we can see that you're here. I know it feels awkward, but you have to engage when you're coming to someone's live. It's like coming to someone's home. You want to say hello when you first come in. That's just etiquette. So feel free to come in, say hello. Thank you for that daily heart me. Third eye, I appreciate you, friend. So let me start talking about this program. So my last video, hello friend, my last video I just posted yesterday, and so we'll see how it goes throughout the week, in terms of its views and visibility. But we'll see what happens. But that video was based on creator search insights. Okay, you said I'm new here, RK. How are you, friend? Welcome. Good morning as well. Thank you so much for being here. Welcome to the room. Let me know if you go live as well. So that was based on Creator Search Insights. So Creator Search Insights, I talked about the AI Canvas, that new feature they have there within Creator Search Insights. Let me know if you don't know what Creator Search Insights is. Put it in the chat. Say, I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about, dog. Okay. So if you don't know, let me know. I'm going to assume most people know what it is. And if you don't know, I'm happy to explain it. I'm happy to even show it if I need to. So what they did was they had a webinar about, maybe 3 weeks ago. I have to think before vacation. So I want to say it was like early March. They had this webinar. Canva has Creator Search Insights. No. TikTok. This is a TikTok feature. So I'm assuming you don't know. It's called AI Canvas. That's what I just said earlier. But Creator Search Insights, I have checked out new feature. You had Marcy? Okay, good. Let's see. Let's go here. I'm just going to go to my search feature. Let's see. Let me turn my views around. I'm going to show it real quick. Okay. Creator Search Insights. If you search here in the search bar, you'll see it. And I'm just going to click it. And it takes you to this feature here. All right. So when you click it, it takes you within, it's like a database. And it tells you what topics are trending. Maybe there's some content gaps. And then they added some new features here, the AI outline and the AI canvas. And so my video was about the AI canvas. And essentially what you can do with that feature is that you can add a photo, not a video, a photo from your camera roll, and then give it a prompt of what you want in terms of the concept of that photo, what ideas you have already. And then the AI will create a photo collage, almost like a carousel posting for you to post to your page. And I did it the other day, so you'll see the AI canvas is a photo collage one that I did where I was talking about going live and making sure you schedule yourself and do a 30-day challenge for your live stream. So that was my concept for the photo. So I say all of that in studio. No, this is in TikTok. This is just in, you're saying in TikTok studio. Is that why you said that, in studio? Um, TikTok studio on your profile. No, you're not doing TikTok studio. So if you're on your profile, let's start here. Let me start all the way from the beginning. So I'm on my profile here. This is the agency page. I'm just going to go down to the home screen here. Then I'm going to do the search bar. I click the search bar. And in the search bar, I clicked, maybe I searched Creator Search Insights, but it's already there. And then I click it here. And then I'm in the database. So that's Creator Search Insights. Let me know if you didn't beatable, if you, well, that sounds nice. It is nice. It's a nice concept. I think they got to play around with it a little bit more, but it is fairly easy to use. So just kind of, you got to do a little bit of work with your prompt. I felt myself kind of rewording it a couple times. So just kind of work on your prompt a little bit. But I think after you do it a few times, you'll get the hang of it in terms of identifying a strong prompt to use. I say that because a few weeks ago, early March, they had a webinar. Thank you so much, Richard Sunflower. And so pay attention to this just in case there's some additional webinars that pop up. So they'll show in the sliding screen here different webinars and you can sign up for them. And I think they're doing them every month or 2 to 3 months. They have one back in the fall. They had one like this early part of the year. I would imagine they're going to do one maybe before the summertime as well, if not sooner. So beatable. So in this, if you come here frequent enough, I try to get here maybe once a week. Maybe I'm probably going to be there more often, but I try to get into Creator Search Insights at least once a week. And I use it to do maybe 1 or 2 videos each week as I'm thinking of concepts, making sure I'm using content gaps. Because you can see here, like if it ends up learning your topic. So if you have a content gap, it'll say what are some topics that are aligned with your topic and some gaps in content that they would love for people to post because people are curious and searching for it, but it's not enough content for it. Okay, so that's what the content gap is about. So in the webinar, they break it down. They talk about all the things for Creator Search Insights, but they rolled out a new program, this new initiative, because they want people to talk about Creator Search Insights a lot more. And they want you to post videos about it and using it and what does it mean to engage in the content and stuff and maybe even showing it and stuff. And so I did my video based on the AI Canva, and it was mainly a talking video. I probably could have shown maybe the features and where to find stuff, and I'll probably do another video where it's a little bit more directive and instructional. But I did this first video. Well, I did the video because this webinar that they had a couple weeks ago, they invited people to be a Creator Search Insight ambassador. And if you got into the ambassador program, you can do videos and then you can send them the ad code. Ad code is a feature for all of our video content where you can actually go into your settings and turn on the fact that you're trying to promote your video to, a brand or service, and then you can grab your ad code. So there's a settings for that. and then you take that and you can send it to Creator Search Insights. So I say that because people in the agency, I think some of you probably did go in and sign up. You need to go back now and confirm if you got accepted. And you have actually have to go through the step that you took to sign up to go back to see if you're accepted. Let me know if that makes sense. But but that's how you know. So I went back yesterday to see. I was like, oh, let me check and see if I got accepted because they told me that that was the process, and it turned out I got accepted. And so I did the video, and then I sent the little ad code. So we'll see what happens with that video if they end up boosting it. But that's kind of the logic of where they'll put some money behind your video, they'll boost the video, and then ultimately you'll hopefully get a little bit more visibility on your page and with that particular post. So that's where I was going with all that. So let me know. Let me catch up on some comments. Mello, so do we need two phones when doing live? I see you're holding a phone. Are you recording on device? I use two phones for my live. One is a phone that is actually an account that is actually in the live and it's engaging, it's tapping my screen, it's doing all the stuff. And I also use it to show you guys different features. So I hold up the other phone so I can show you guys different things here. I think it's a good practice to have a second device to support your live stream. Um, do you need it? No, but I think it's a good practice. I think you should because it allows you to like your live because you have a second phone, second account, not the same account, second phone, second account. You can like your live. You can engage with it. So yeah, hey Lisa, how you doing, friend? Welcome to the room. Appreciate you all being here. Thank you so much, everybody coming in. So anybody sign up for the Creator Search Insights webinar or participate in that ambassador program? I shared it on our school platform. Did anybody um, do anything with that? I think Coach Jessie asked a little bit more about it, so she might have did something with it. I'll ask her and see if she's done anything. But I just wanted to share that update so you guys know that that is out there, okay? Have to run appointment. We'll, okay, look for you again. Have a good day. Yeah, definitely make sure you click my bell to get notifications. I didn't see it, but I will look today. All right, all right. Did you do the original sign up? If you did, um, go in to, if you did the original sign up for Creator Search Insights, go in and check and see if you got accepted. If you didn't do the original sign up, go to the school platform because I put like the QR code and all the things you needed to do. Okay. Let's see, friends. I just want to catch up on comments. Thank you. Love all. No, I have not need to learn more. There you go, friend. Not a problem. Yeah. So, people they want us, so from the webinar they want people to start using the features, want people to use this as a way to gauge how to produce content and what content is needed. So they're really trying to really encourage people to go to this source for information instead of just doing stuff that you randomly like, oh, I'm just going to do a video on this. No, they want you to make it so that it is searchable and discoverable. So people who are searching for your content, because they're really trying to make TikTok a major search engine, similar to YouTube. YouTube is a search engine. That's essentially what it is. It's connected to Google. Okay, but people search YouTube for video content. They're there searching for, you go straight to the search bar, you search for something, and you have a whole bunch of videos that pop up. And you're like, okay, I found what I'm looking for. Well, they're trying to make that for TikTok as well. And honestly, TikTok is pretty high up on people's radar to go search TikTok for different topics. Anything that pops up, they're on the search bar searching for stuff. And so they're really trying to make this really easy for people to say, I'm going to go to TikTok and search that topic. Well, they want your topics, your content to be searchable and discoverable. So that means that you're using hashtags. That means that you're making what they've been using this word high quality content so that when people are looking for stuff, they're finding what they need. So they kind of walked you through how to create content in a way that is going to be important for the person searching for it. So for example, they use like, hey, someone who is looking for best restaurants in Orlando, you just don't want to say best restaurants. You do want to say best restaurants in Orlando or best restaurants in this specific area at Disney or whatever the case may be. And so that way people are searching for it and they find your video content. And so the words you use, how you create titles, hashtags, all the different things in terms of your content is important. So they're trying to make that discoverability easier for you. And then obviously using this AI feature for maybe a photo collage or photo content, again, making it searchable and discoverable. So they're trying to take the guesswork out for you. They have that outline, AI outline feature too. So maybe if you do have a video, but you're like, okay, how do I make a hashtag that's the right type of hashtag for this video? How do I make the right type of um, title on the screen, or call to action, or the description words that I want for this post? They're telling you, okay, the AI outline can help you with that and create that for you, and then ultimately you add your video, and then you add what they offer as well. So AI summary says sharing tips on Creator Search Insight program. Comment if you are a creator. Yes, TikTok, that's what I was doing. Thank you so much. Someone's comment got filtered before that, so I did not see it. So if you put a comment in, you got filtered, friend. But thank you all who are here. Appreciate you all joining the live. Hey, Diamond. Thank you so much. Then definitely engage. Yeah, TikTok filtered a comment. So if you want to reword it, feel free to reword it, friend. Good point. I search places on TikTok when I travel. Yes, yep, I do too. I do too. Yeah, so they're really trying to make people use that feature quite a bit. So the ambassador program is essentially that, where you can now create content promoting Creator Search Insights, and then and some of the features and ways to use it, and then you can essentially get invited to that program where they can boost those videos, because they're trying to get those videos more visibility and all the things. So it is another way to kind of increase, visibility to your page, to your content. Obviously, if more people are engaging, you potentially can go viral and all the things that come with it. So just know that that's what that's for. So I just wanted to make sure I share that with you all. And so when I posted that video, that's what that video you'll see in my hashtags. I talk about the TikTok CSI Partners Program. That's one of the hashtags I had to use. So that's what that's about. Welcome. How was your vacation? It was awesome. Thank you for asking. PMP study. How are you, friend? Thank you so much, Candy, for coming in. Hello, Diamond. How are you, friend? Others coming in the room. I appreciate you all being here. You say yay. No, it was actually a great vacation, y'all. I need to post into my stories again. I'm gonna post some more stories because I did a couple. I haven't done as many about the vacation, and so I showed the safari. We went on a safari. We were in South Africa, for those who are new to the room, and those who are new, please put new in the chat. Say hello so we can get to know you. I want to make sure I'm supporting to answer questions up here in terms of how to go live. If you have any beginner tips that you want me to share, I'm happy to do that as well. You said do share, yes. So safari was one thing we did. We also did in Johannesburg. We went to the Mandela House. We went to Soweto, toured that area, as well as the Apartheid Museum, and then we took a flight over to Cape Town and did Robben Island, where Nelson Mandela was held for imprisoned for 27 years, and then we did their excursion to Table Mountains, one of the big mountains that's on the island that you can. It's like an observatory area where you look out into Cape Town and the I guess the Atlantic Indian Ocean point that you can see there as well. And then what else did we do? We went to an African experience dance show, dinner dance show. So that was really fun and very delicious. And what else did we do? Oh, we did a wine tour. So yeah, we had a good time. We packed it all in. So we did the essentials. We did all the top tourist things to do. So we had a good time. Top of the morning. How you doing, Kurt? Appreciate you. Yay, you are back. I am back. Welcome back, friends. I appreciate you all here. Thank you so much for coming in. I am back. Oh, how wonderful. It was great. It was great. Yeah, my husband and I, obviously there's a lot of concern about traveling and what to do and all the things that are happening in the world. And so we one of those people who are like, you know what, we're going to pray, put it out there. We're going to keep it moving. So that's exactly what we did. And we had a good time. So we made it back safely. Oh, thank you for that. I'm your first gift. Thank you for the daily heartbeat. Appreciate that, Mama A. Appreciate you being here. So yeah, we made it back safely, and the house was in one piece, a little messy, but in one piece. And our little guy, he was happy and fed and doing well. So um, one brand asked me for an ad code. Okay, and I thought it was a scam. Oh no, no ad code. You can send them your ad code for your video. It depends. I mean, if it was a TikTok shop related. So no, it's not a scam if they ask for your ad code, because essentially what they're doing is trying to promote your video. Yep, they're gonna put some money behind it and push it out there. So you said yes, it was a TikTok shop video. Yes, so there's an ad code. I will show you that. Let me walk you through it. Sorry, I got kicked off. TikTok, be nice. TikTok, be nice. I think it is kind of being a little squirrely, but we're just going to go with it, y'all. So let me show you really quickly. And let me know if you guys have other questions. As you guys come in, feel free to engage and connect with one another. You can also go over here to the arrow and share out the live. And so you can share it, add it to story, and then also do a power share by pressing the screen and send it out to people that way as well. So thank you all for supporting. Um, we'll talk about engagement a little bit more in a second. But if you were, so I'm going to go to my shop page. And so let's pretend, I'm going to use my latest video. This is like the last video I did. Let's pretend this company, what is that, what is it called? Wonder Fat? Is there whipped butter? So let's say they messaged me and it was like, hey, we love your video. We would love to promote it and push it out some more. First of all, let me say this. That's fine that they do that. You actually should get in the practice of sending it to them anyway. Okay? So I'm going to show you that format too, because you want to be in the practice of sending them your videos and just to promote your video regardless of them reaching out to you. So whenever you do a TikTok shop video, send it out. For UGC, no, this is for TikTok shop. So this is the TikTok shop affiliate program. UGC, I'm not a UGC creator. I do know UGC is a little slightly different. I don't know if you use the ad code for that, but I would imagine you do. So I don't see why you wouldn't. But somebody who knows UGC, put that in the chat for us. If that's the case, do you use the ad code for that as well? Because I would imagine you would do it for that too. I wouldn't see any reason why you wouldn't, but maybe they have a different process. But I'm talking specifically for like TikTok shop. But again, the ad code is there. So I would imagine you do it for that too. How are you doing? I'm doing well, Beauty. How are you, friend? Welcome to the room. You said make the confetti fall. Yes, make that confetti fall by liking that live. So appreciate you all being here. Okay, so let's do this. Let me search something real quick. Okay, so I'm gonna pull this up in a second. Okay, good to see you again. Hello, friend. How you doing, Pop? Appreciate you being here. All right, so let's say for sake of this discussion, this video was created. So there is 3 dots here on your videos. Everybody has these 3 dots. When you create a video, you should see these 3 dots in the corner. So you can click those 3 dots and then, I hit the wrong thing, sorry. Oh, I hit download by accident. I didn't mean to do that. Okay, so we're gonna scroll. Hold on, I keep hitting the wrong things. I'm trying to scroll, but let me just scroll across so I'm not doing it backwards. So all I did was take this message here and you can scroll it. So the message here says add settings. Click add settings. So when you're on ad settings, as you can tell, I've already done this because like I said, when you're creating a video, it's a best practice to always send it to the brand so that they have the ad code. You can send a message, and I'm going to show you my message in a second, but you can inbox them directly and you should send your ad code. So when you're here, you're basically doing your content disclosure. You're saying it's for a brand. I'll put the brand information here. So, and then I clicked add authorization. And then there's this thing that says video code. You click that. If you click manage, it gives you the option to copy it. So you copy the code, and then you can say that they have access. If you choose to, you can say they have access to promote your video on their website or whatever the case may be. It's up to you in terms of how you give them access. And then, so you copy that ad code. So that's for you, friend. You want to copy that ad code and then you send it to them. And then I created a little message here. And this is just a basic little intro message. It says, "Hi, I just created a TikTok shop video about your product, and I think it would be great to promote as a TikTok shoppable video on your page. Here's the video link to my, here's the link to my video." So you want to give them the link to your video, and then along with the ad code, if you want us to, if you want to use it for further promotion. And so that's it. So I did the little message. I will copy and paste that, and the ad code is there, and that's the video link, and you send it that way. Hello, Audacity. Thank you so much for being here. Glad to catch you live. Thank you so much, everybody. Appreciate you all being here. Okay, thank you. Thank you kindly. You're welcome. Um, so so AI said discussing TikTok creator tips, and then it says including the shop affiliate program. so so that's what it told us. So let me know if you guys have questions about that. But essentially, the ad code is something that you have access to on every video that you create. And so if there is a brand, and when you say UGC, I would imagine it's the same thing, that you would share that ad code with them or share your video with them somehow. Good morning. Thank you so much, Fran. And so, um, what does it do by sharing this? Well, they're able to promote your video with that code, I guess, on their end. There's some way that they have that information and they can use it to then add, some revenue and support to your video to promote it. Okay, so every video can get promoted either by you or if you share the ad code by a brand so they can support it. And let me say this, even in the live stream, you can, if you guys click the arrow here, you'll see the feature that says promote. You guys can promote someone's live as a viewer. So that's essentially what they're doing. They're going to put some money behind that video and promote your video for the product that you're selling for them. So again, it's like a company backing you and backing your video. So with the ad revenue and the money that they're using to promote it, creates more visibility, it's getting pushed out more, and ideally the more people who see the video, the more potential sales you get. Someone click it and buy your video, buy the product from your video. So that's the goal. The goal is for you to get sales. Okay. So, and organic traffic without getting that promotion, shop is a little different because you do need a little bit more support and visibility. So if you were working with a brand that wanted to support in that way, it could get pushed out to people who are looking for that product, and then they buy it from you versus someone else or not at all. So the goal is to get, visibility. Hey, Behold Designs, how are you, friend? Welcome to the room. Others coming in, I always say, let me know if you have questions. If you're new to the room, feel free to come in, ask questions. Thank you so much for the support that's coming in as well. Let me know if you guys have questions about shop. So that's probably why I'll leave that conversation. But if you have other questions, let me know. I'm not a TikTok shop agency, but obviously I know enough about it so I can answer questions for you all. And like I said, when you're doing shoppable videos, you really want to be proactive with sending out your video link and your ad code with the hopes of them promoting your video even further, even more. Okay, so shop is definitely, it takes a little getting used to, but the more you do it, the more it becomes, you become familiar with it, become comfortable, and then again, the goal is for you to get sales. I'm personally a proponent of doing shoppable lives. So I think shoppable lives gives you a little bit more control because you can talk about the product, you can connect with viewers, you can answer questions in real time about the products and stuff. So I think I've seen more success with my shoppable lives with getting sales than the video content. That's just my 2 cents about it. But depending on your video creation and the products you're using, and like I said, pushing it out to the brands so that they can add some additional ad revenue to it, you can have success with the video content as well. All right. All right, friends, let me know if there's other questions. So we talked about Creator Search Insights. We talked about ad codes. That's where this conversation came from. So if you are someone who's always looking Thank you so much, Miss Darlene. I see your friend. If you're someone who's looking for more visibility and you want to get your content to have a further reach, I would say definitely use Creator Search Insights first and foremost. Um, my strategy is that when I use it, thank you for that, Daily Harmony. My strategy is that when I use Creator Search Insights, I actually look at videos through the system that is based on my topic. So I'm priming the algorithm for the topic I'm about to post on, as well as I study them for their titles on the screen, the hashtags, especially the ones that have performed well. And then I also use the content gap and I create it from within the app. Okay. I need help on a pre-live video in schedule. What you mean? What do you mean for that? Tell me more, Kay. Let me know what you meant by that. A pre-live, like for your for going live on a regular basis. So what would you talk about in your live? The video for promoting your live? Yeah, just do a video. You don't overthink it. Just do a video saying, "Hey guys, I'm going live based on this topic. Join me live at this date and time, where I'll be giving you tips and information on how to, retire early or retire with have finances after retirement." Because I think you talk about financial security as well. So, uh, do you know how to become a host for shops? Do you know how to become a host for shops? You're talking about a TikTok shop host? What do you mean? What do you mean by a host for shops? Live host and do shoppable lives? Is that what you meant? Um, I've done it on my other page. I do like thank you, you're welcome, friend. Yes, my other page, I did I do full blown shop content. So I my setup, my lighting, all the things that that you want to pay attention to with showing the products and being able to have like this flow to your live stream. Yeah, so you gotta. I tell people to study what discounts are there for that product. Make sure you're able to talk about that. Obviously, look at the product itself and kind of understand some of the features and benefits of it, and being able to talk through, um, the product description, and also look at the comments. So you can go and look at my shop page. My shop page is Dr. Lisa Shops. There's some videos on there that I'm doing like shoppable live clips. And so you'll hear me in real time talking about the products, doing the live. That came from the live, basically. But yeah, so it's a little bit of a different experience because the chat is there and they're asking questions about products. So if you're doing a full shoppable live, it's just a different experience. It's not something that you couldn't do. And obviously I stretched myself because that was something I was not accustomed to doing. And so it was like March, no, it was May, June, July. I was doing shoppable videos 3 days a week. I mean, shoppable lives rather 3 days a week, where it's full blown shop. So I think it was Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Yep. Thank you very much, Beauty. How are you, friend? Thank you very much. And so yeah, so it was stretching me, and I actually even did a cooking live, y'all. So I was promoting an air fryer. So you'll see it on the live on the video content. But I was promoting an air fryer and I did cooking with the products and talked about the product and stuff and talked about the food and different things I was preparing with the air fryer. You said that's awesome. So yeah, so I mean, it just depends. Like I said, I don't want you guys to be nervous about this. As you do it, you'll stretch yourself. You'll stretch yourself. That was a stretch for me. And honestly, I could easily go back and do a shoppable live. Matter of fact, I should think about trying to do a few a month, trying to get it in on that page, but I haven't done it recently. But when you have all the products, you got to make sure your products are up to speed. So it takes a little bit with shop. You got to pay attention to your products and making sure that they are not sold out or not essentially unavailable for whatever reason, because it could be that they got pulled by TikTok. So that could be an issue too. So you got to make sure your products are up to date. You also you need to make sure that the sellers are in good standing, because they can matter too to your products that you offer. So you can get a lower rating if the seller's score is low too. So you want to remove those type of products. So you got to really pay attention to your showcase and what you're promoting. And then obviously as time goes on, you want to add new products. So you're going to have to either purchase new products or get refundable samples, or if a seller is open to giving you a free one, get free ones too. Yeah. So another creator was talking about issues with video creation when it comes to the products. Yes. Yeah, you got to be careful about what you say and what you do. I've gotten dinged for talking about, especially those health and wellness products. You got to be careful about how you describe them for whatever reason. If you say the wrong word and the wrong um, way, you say it, TikTok will give you points assessed against your health score for shop. Yeah. So yes, it's definitely a different experience. I did a shoppable Saturday and Sunday. How was it? How was it, friend? Um, and so it's different, but you can do it. Somebody earlier asked me to put my light in the showcase, so I'm gonna put it in. I'll make this kind of a TikTok shop conversation, and then what I'm gonna do, I'll probably end up doing a 90-minute live here. So I'll probably wrap up in the next 15-20 minutes or so. So let me know if there's questions as you guys are coming in. I'm happy to answer questions. We end up taking this in a shop direction because of Creator Search Insight, but I'm happy to do that. Oh, wow, really interesting. Yeah, yeah. So, so when you're in your live, if you have TikTok shop, you can literally add products to your showcase. So TikTok will give you recommended products you can add, and then there's products that you can put in there based on what's in your showcase. So just depends on what you have in your showcase. And I always tell you guys to make sure that you are updating your showcase as much as possible as well. So I'm just going to add those 5 products really quickly. And then the one with the light, I'm going to pin it. And just so that you guys know, I'll pin it. It is, let me look. So I'm going to show it in a second. Give me 1 second. Let me go. I always like to look. That's the other reason why you want to have another phone, so you can look to see what your viewers are seeing. So I always do that as a way to kind of make sure I see what you guys see. And so the light here is the light you see there. And so it's the sunset lamp. And it's going to be this, right here. This little lamp here. It's this little small tabletop lamp. And so I'm going to pin it. I pinned it so you guys can see it. Do you need 1K followers for TikTok shop? You do need, to get into TikTok shop pilot program, and you're almost at 1K, friend, 1K and above. So it's not exactly at 1K. I don't want you to be like, oh, I got 1K, I'm gonna get it. No, it could be 50, it could be 1,500, it could be 1,100, it could be 1,050. It just depends on how you're viewed and your standing. Hey Jerry, how are you, friend? And so let me show you the light real quick. I'm just gonna show you guys right here. So it's a little small light sitting on here, and it reflects off my wall, and it's sitting there. And it has this remote where you can change the lighting colors. You can do a solid color if you want. You can also do, so if I want to do a solid color, I can change it there. So I just pick the orange colors here. Or if I want to do blue or purple, you can click that. Or and it also has the flashing option, so I can click flash, so it flashes that way. And then if I wanted to make it smoother, you can change the color, and it slows down, and it will transition really slow and change the colors. Also, do you need to complete a review to pin eligible products? No. What do you mean by a review? No. Hey, Brandon. That's interesting. I'm far off from that. Just started this account. Did you really? You got this, friend. Hands in motion. How you doing? You said I'm working on it. Almost there. You are, friend. So, pretty neat. So, yeah, so you have, and then it's the strobe light. It does a little fast transition, but it's a little, the color changes are a little slightly different. Can I show where it's set up again? I went to purchase and I missed it. Oh, you know what? I literally just have it on, it's a bar stool that's right here next to me, next to my table. And it depends on how you do it. You can have it on a tabletop. It's just literally, let me see, I'm backwards. It's just sitting right here. You see it? Sitting on this little bar stool. And so I like the bar stool because my bar stool swivels. So if I need to swivel the light, I can. I can move it because it's on that swivel area, and I can lean it, tilt it back, and switch it. So yeah, that's part of it. And then it flashes. So I usually keep it on the smooth transition, so it can transition slowly. But yeah, so that's it. I purchased a bit on TikTok, and they always ask for reviews. Oh, okay. Is that what you mean by reviews? Product reviews? What was the product reviews? What was the question though? What do you mean? Let's see. Let me go back. Let me find out what your question was. Also, you need to complete a review to pin eligible products. No, you don't. I don't do those product reviews often. I'm just thinking about it. I said, have I done a product review? I think I've done one. I don't do them often though. Let's see. You said, let's see. Sometimes people talk about a product being only on sale during their live. Now, how does that work? Christina, well, those are called flash sales. So this is not a flash sale. This is just a regular. It says free shipping. Yeah, so this product is not on a flash sale, but that is a flash sale. And those flash sales, that's why I said you got to kind of know what review your products first before you go live with them, so you can see if there is a flash sale that's happening, and then you will see it and say it's a flash sale, and your viewers actually see it too, because they'll see where it's only for a few hours or maybe for the last 30 minutes. So yeah, that does happen. Um, there's giveaways you can do. I'm not as versed on the giveaway process, but I think you have to work with your brand, the seller, to see if they'll, offer some type of giveaway, or maybe you got the product as a freebie, and you got it, and you want to give it away. So maybe that's how it goes. But I'm not as versed on the giveaway process. Do you have a ring light in front of you so you can use that light? Okay, so no, I don't. PMP. I'm gonna unpin this light here. I actually have on a clip-on light. It's in the shopping cart too. So click that shopping cart. That's a pin light that you're seeing. So I'm gonna unpin this one, and I'll pin the clip-on light. I said a pin light. I'm sorry, the clip-on light. So let me show you that one. And let me say, everything in this shopping cart right here is what I took with me to Africa. This was my essential travel items. So I will tell you, if you are a creator, a content creator, and as you're doing lives, you want to have a little toolkit. So I had I'll show it in a second. I had a selfie stick that my camera, when I would go live, I would just use that to put my phone on and do my live stream that way. I also had my clip light. That's this light here. So let me show it to you. I'm actually going to take it off. So that's what that light did. I just turned it off. Is the payout worth it? What payout, friend? You're talking about every product. You'll see what your commission is going to be for those products. And again, as you do shoppable lives, as you do this and you pin products, somebody might buy some things from you. It ends up adding up. Everything in this digital marketing space is about accumulation, how things accumulate. You'll have some things, 'cause especially if you're not a big influencer and your price point is not significantly high, you're about building, growing, and everything builds on top of each other. So you want to have multiple streams of income. Shop could be one, your live could be another. Maybe you have Service Plus and you have services and other things you're offering. So all of that is adding up to support your monetization, super fans, all the things that you're doing. So again, when it comes to shop, it is definitely about the volume. It's not about one product that's going to be, that product that's going to make you really rich, but it's about the volume of them all. Let me catch up on some comments real quick. Let me show this while I'm talking. When you pin a product, you should be showing the products, just so that you guys know. So this is the clip-on light. I'm going to talk about it in a second. Let me just catch up on a few of these comments before I get to talking. You said, oh yes, I have a clip-on light. Yes, this is a game changer. Do you have it pinned on your phone? Thanks. Yeah, so when you pin products, it's pinned here. Yeah. How do you set up your gifts and goals? It seems complicated. Your gifts? You're talking about my live gift with the goggles? Is that what you're saying? Or I'm sorry, with the microphone? Um, no, it's not complicated. You just click the little arrow, click the little box, and then it has options for gifts that you put, and you set the number. So it's really simple, super simple. They give you raises sometimes. They do increase your percentage. You could, depending on the brand, if you're selling really well for them, absolutely, absolutely, you can get an increase. Yeah, so that happens quite a bit. Matter of fact, you can negotiate for that too, because if you're a top seller, you can say, "I'm a top seller for you all." Yeah, hey, can I get an increase on a higher percentage? And sometimes they'll negotiate that with you on the front end or on the back end. You said I have 4 items in my showcase that the links were removed due to being out of stock. Yes, so that happens too. That's why I said you got to pay attention to the products being out of stock, being unavailable. Yep, absolutely. Is the light attached to your phone? The light clips on, so yes, it does clip onto my phone. So it has a nice wide grip, clips on. You can detach this if you want to. I don't know why you want to, but maybe you just need this to sit somewhere. You could. It's good for travel. When I detach it when I travel because I throw it in my little travel sack here. And then it has 3 different light levels. Oh, that's right. Okay. So it does, this is the blending of the light and the bright. I'm sorry, the white and the bright light. And then you can change it here to just the white light here. And then you have it on kind of this dim light here. And then you have the blending. I usually have it on the blending, so that's what you guys see. And then you could turn up the intensity. So that's higher. I don't have it this high. So that's like really bright. And then I usually turn it down a little bit so it's not so bright in my eyes. And then I clip it on. I clip it onto my tablet. So it's clipped on for my YouTube and my TikTok. And so that's what you guys see. So that's how you're able to see me. Let me turn it down one more notch. Yep, so that's what's happening here. And so that is the clip-on light. Hey, how you doing, Niecy Nose? Thank you so much. I'm glad you're here. You're welcome. Thank you, friend. Thank you for helping so authentically. You're welcome, friend. How can I change my page to personal and not business if you can help? Yeah, so Niecy, when you go to your profile, on your profile page, in the top right corner is 3 lines, those hamburger lines, that's what they're called. Those 3 lines, click it and go to settings and privacy. And then at the very top, it says account. Click account. And then scroll down to the middle. You'll see in the middle, it says switch to personal if you're a business account. All right. And that's what you click. So it's under account, under settings and privacy. 3 lines in the top right corner of your page. My small creators under 1K, how are you selling and promoting without a link tree or buy a link? For small creators under 1K, how are you selling without a link tree or a bio link? Because you can't have a clickable link in your bio if you're under 1K. Honestly, here's what I would tell you. Your goal is to grow to over 1K. You shouldn't be selling. That would be my opinion. You should be focused on getting your account over 1K, getting the ability. And if you're gonna go live, I would tell you not to put a link in your bio. Use Service Plus. So Service Plus, I don't know if Service Plus has a requirement for how many followers you need to have to access it. You probably don't have a requirement, so you might just do Service Plus. You said, why is there no glare on my glasses? Because the clip-on light, you said no glare, huh? It's put right here. You see a little bit of a shadow? See out of that eye over there? But it's not bad. But yeah, it's, my screen went a different direction. There. Let's see if that's gonna stay. I think it's gonna be fine. Okay. Yeah, so it's clipped on above my head on my tablet. So my tablet is where my YouTube is, and that was what was just tilted on me. And so I had to fix it, but it's tilted, it's clipped on there. So it's not right in front of me. So it's above. So that's why you don't see a glare. But yeah, so, um, but yeah, no, I was able to apply for Service Plus. You were able to apply for Service Plus? Okay, good. So it's not 1,000. So Service Plus is the way you should be doing it. Do you, Kay, did you have a link in your bio and you removed it, or what was your story, friend? If it says switch to business, it is a personal account already. Yes. Yeah. So Denise, if it says switch to business, that means that you're already a personal account. If it says switch to personal, that means that you're a business account. Yep. You said 2 phones. How do you do that same account or different? 2 phones, different accounts. So this is my agency page that I'm on here. Thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome, friend. So yeah, I'm on my agency page. Let me know if there's, I'm gonna unpin this because I typically, when you're not talking about the product, I typically will unpin it. So you got to be careful about that. You don't want to get in trouble with TikTok, and then it's going to be irrelevant discussion, product discussion, and stuff like that. So when you're doing shoppable lives, you got to pay attention to what you're doing. And so the shopping cart has products in it, but when you pin something, you should be showing it. So that's why I unpinned it. And we were talking about other stuff. So let me go back. You said no link yet. I'm slightly under 10K. Okay, 1K. I'm sorry. And then you said I am putting everything in place for my brand. Okay, there we go, friend. Okay, so yeah, so I would encourage you not to add a link in your bio. Okay, because it'll suppress your views when you go live. So that's what we've learned. We're understanding that is how TikTok is operating. They do want you to use the Service Plus. That's the shopping bag right now, but Service Plus is typically there. You don't have one without. Usually you have the Service Plus or you have the shopping cart showing. Right now you guys see the shopping cart. The Service Plus is your way you will promote your services. And then, when it comes to a link in bio, you can have another account, and maybe that's not an account you're going live on. You can have your bio over there. I'm sorry, your link over there. That's what I do for the agency. And my link over on that page is my, and I'll say hello, is my Stand Store link. Service Plus is like a link in bio. Yes. Well, you're definitely directing people in the inbox to your services. The agency page is a business page. So it's the page I just said hello in the chat. Let me pin it. But yeah, so this is the agency page. You guys can click that and go there. Hey, Coach Chantel, appreciate your friend. Welcome to the room. Do you do brief one-on-ones? I need help. Yes, I do. I'll pin it in a second. Are you guys? Let me know if you guys have any other questions about the shopping cart. I'll switch to Service Plus and remove those products. Let me know if you have any questions. And like I said, those are the products. So the tapper is there. It's in there as well. You guys will see that clicker. That's what I use all the time for my live. So when I'm in my own live, I am liking my live. So you'll see that, as well as my stand that I have my phone on. That's a selfie stick. I use that for not my everyday use, but I use that for my travel tripod. So I can go live in a whole outfit and pin multiple products, right? Yep, absolutely. Absolutely. Yep. Good morning. How you doing, Tanya? Yep. So you can absolutely do that. You should. You absolutely should. So I'm on YouTube. So on YouTube, TikTok did not have my lipstick. TikTok did not have my glasses. TikTok did not have, what else was it? My gloss. The light is there. The clip-on light was there. The tapper was there. So on my YouTube channel, I'm also a shop affiliate for YouTube. So YouTube accepted, I got into the YouTube Partners Program. So I have products that are linked on my YouTube channel as I talk. And people will come in and say, oh, I love your glasses. I love your lipstick. So I have those products over there. So that's something else you guys might want to think about and aspire to do as you're thinking about, okay, how do I see myself growing in different platforms? And that's another way to do it. You said, I can't put words. Nisi knows I can't put words or anything. What happened, friend? Let me check. I'm missing something from what you're asking. You can't put words or anything. What is that referring to? Let's see. Um, what are you saying for that? Something must have gotten filtered. I'm not sure what that refers to. On my page, you can't put words on your page. What does that mean? Like in your bio, or like content creation? Um, in your bio, okay, only live. You said I can't do anything. I'm not sure what you're saying. Like you can't on your live. You can't do what? You can't put a board up. You can't do anything. I'm gonna say this. Your bio. I would change it. You got dollar amount in your bio. I think that's a no. TikTok doesn't want you to put pricing. So I would take that out my bio. No words, no boards. Yeah, I think your bio might be suppressing, maybe causing some problems. But when it comes to boards, make sure you don't have pricing on that. You can't use TikTok or any social media. You can't use a website. Shouldn't have that. Shouldn't have it in your bio either. And you shouldn't have pricing on the boards. You shouldn't have personal information like phone number or email or website or name type stuff. Thank you so much, Miss Kaylate. Appreciate your friend. So yeah, I would change that up. That may be what's happening. Thank you so much, friend. Can you please talk to the Spark program, how it works, if you know? The Spark program is the ad code. That's what it's called. We talked about the ad code earlier. So you want to add an ad code. Someone's asking you for a Spark code or essentially an ad code. They changed. I think it must have been named Spark code at one point, and they changed it now to ad code. Maybe that's what's the difference. So, but it's the ad code that you're asking, the video code for what you're doing. Let me know if that's what you're referring to. What are boards, and do we set up a board? And how do you set up a board? A board is here. That's a board. This is my board. Want to go live, beginner tips. And you set up a board based on, before you go live, you click the settings area and boards are under there, and then you add a board. You add your words you want, and just be careful. Like I said, the words can't have TikTok or any social media. It cannot have a website, can't have pricing, and it cannot have personal identifying information. Okay. You said I'm Nisi Knows, Denise. You're both pages. Okay, friend. Welcome to the room. So yeah. Yeah, I'm part of the Spark program. I did give a code to one company who said they put me in an ad. Okay, yeah. So yeah, so that's you gave them permission by giving them that ad code. Can you put it? Can you put if you want more information? DM me on your bio. Yeah, I think you can. Yeah, you can say that. DM me. Yeah, that's fine. You said I'm just not completely sure how it works. Well, once you give them the ad code, they'll put some money behind your video or use it in their website or whatever permission you gave them. And hopefully you get more visibility for it, for the video. And with more visibility is potentially more sales, depending on what you are promoting. Yeah, so that's pretty much it in a nutshell. Okay, I just basically a topic name. Yeah, it's a message that you're having there. You can decide how you write it up, but yeah, that's it. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate you. Thanks. You're welcome, Wanda's. Flourish, how you doing, friend? Hello, how you doing, friend? Let's see. I'm catching up on a few comments. So yeah, my board says TikTok beginner tips. Take out TikTok. That's a problem. How you doing, sweetie pie? Yeah, you can't have, I'll remove that yet. Take out the word TikTok. See, I don't say want to go live on TikTok. I just say want to go live, beginner tips. That's it. So, yeah, I would definitely take out TikTok because it's probably suppressing your views. Any advice for newbies who are about to start posting on TikTok? Thanks. PMP, yeah, just post the content. Videos, don't try to make them over a minute. Try to be somewhere around, one of the rules, thank you for the populace, one of the rules is that you want to do it like under 7-second videos because people have, quick attention span. So you don't want to make long-winded videos. So you try to avoid that, depending on what you're doing. Like my videos are usually like tips and how-tos and stuff like that. So don't try to make them too long. Um, Try to be photos work well, videos. If there's a quick video or trending sound or something like that, you can add to it. That'll be good. So make sure you have some text on screen so people know what your thoughts are and what you're doing. So that would be probably the basics of video creation. But kind of pay attention to other people who are doing video content in your niche. And some of it is just replicating. Thank you so much for the community fest, community gift, and the roses. I see you all. Thank you for the support. You said, wow, I didn't know that. Yes. Oh, living the dream, Doc. You're so funny. I love it. I love that. Thanks so much. You're welcome. So when going live, how long? How long to go live? Going live, I would say give yourself in the beginning. Okay, so a valid go live date is 1 hour. So that's one thing you want to keep in mind. Once you start really amping up your go live journey, maybe live number 4, 5, 6, you should be at a point where you're going at least 1 hour. Okay, so the first 3, I tell you guys kind of just play around with effects, get a little bit of familiarity with some of the things that's on the screen. But at the end of the day, you're not, maybe you're not going an hour. If you can go an hour, that's great. But you may be going like, you have to do those first 3 lives, you have to do a total of 30 minutes. And then you have to do them 3 days, 3 separate days. So day 1 could be 10 minutes, day 2 can be 10 minutes, day 3 can be 10 minutes. I would encourage you to go longer than that. At least try to get to 15 minutes the first time, maybe 20 minutes the second time, and then 30 minutes the third time. So you want to get to a point where you're improving and going live longer. I think my sound got wiped out. We'll see. Probably have no sound. I didn't put on my do not disturb on my other video. Sorry about that, you all. Thank you for everything. See you next time. Thank you so much, Regina. So when you go live, also TikTok says from monetization purposes, the maximum you can get is at the 25 mark. So if you go 25 minutes or more, you will get the maximum, which is 38%. If you go longer, you don't get more time, but if you get up to 5 new followers, you get two more percent. So 40% is the most you can make per live. Okay, so just keep that in mind.